What's up, guys? My name is Gabe and welcome into the Trojan Blade. We have some major breaking news here as former Michigan State Spartan commit Jadyn Walker has flipped his commitment to USC. This is an incredibly talented kid that is going to be a perfect fit in this Danton Lynn defense. And of course, the icing on the cake is that you're harming a Big Ten foe at the same time you're improving your defensive depth for the future. So very excited to get more into this with you guys and really break down Jadyn's game. But before we do that, if you are enjoying the videos, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And make sure to check out my Patreon and channel memberships that I have linked down below. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let's talk about Jadyn's game. All right, so Jadyn Walker, this is a prospect I have been very excited about for a long time. Taking a look at the player profile here, he's listed at 6'3", 210 pounds. This is a converted wideout that has turned himself into a hyper-athletic, heat-seeking missile on the defensive side of the ball. This is a guy that can really play in a bunch of different spots for you. This staff will really be able to develop him into anything they want to. Edge rusher, off-ball linebacker, box safety. This kid's skill set really gives the defensive staff a lot of flexibility with how they deploy him. For me personally, I don't care what spot he plays. I just hope he doesn't have too short of a leash. This kid is a playmaker. Let him run free and let him cause havoc. Scheme is important, don't get me wrong, but sometimes you just need a guy who has those instincts and that elite feel for the game that can just go and ruin the offense's day. And Jadyn has definitely shown that ability to be a big-time playmaker and disruptor on the defensive side of the ball. Now, of course, like I mentioned earlier, he was a Michigan State commit as of this morning, but he has since decommitted from there and signed his letter of intent with the Cardinal of Gold. We talked about this on yesterday's video as well, but anytime you can add a big-time prospect while at the same time taking him away from a conference foe, it's a win-win. And he is actually from the state of Michigan, so the national approach to the 2024 class continues here, adding another defensive player from Big Ten country. While I do think the weather thing is completely overblown as it relates to USC traveling out east, and honestly overblown is an understatement, but having kids that are used to bad weather and those kind of environments can only help. But getting back to Jadyn's on-the-field skill set, another thing I love about him, and guys, I know I sound like a broken record here, but he lines up exactly with every other commit we have in this class. Violent, physical, motor never stops, and he never takes a play off. These were clearly the core characteristics that the coaching staff highlighted and made a requirement to be a part of this 2024 class. It is remarkable that every single kid in this group shows the same type of traits, but go through and look at it. They're all the same in that respect, and Jadyn is no different. So overall, I love this pickup. There were rumblings that this could happen a month back or so when I started diving into some of his huddle film, and I was really intrigued and was hoping he'd be a Trojan. Obviously, now here we are on signing day and he's locked in. So great news, great finishing touch to the 2024 class. Overall, I love this class. It's incredibly underrated and stock full of high upside talent. The trenches were obviously the focus of this class. You go and scroll through the player list and that's very easy to see. We got a lot bigger, a lot tougher, and a lot more deep on both lines during this cycle. So obviously very excited about that. But guys, I do want to hear from you. Please let me know what you think about Jadyn's game down below. Again, what do you think about this recruiting class as a whole? I will have a video out soon breaking down this entire class, giving you some of my favorite players. So be on the lookout for that. If you did happen to enjoy this one though, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Again, please check out my Patreon and channel memberships that are linked down below. Thank you guys so much for all your continued support. You're all awesome, and as always, take care and fight on.